Lesson number 44. We are learning JavaScript and we are learning JavaScript by examples. So this is a very short project, just a project of just one video. And what it is, we have an input field and we have a text message that says type in a number. When you type in a number, you have this dollar symbol prefixed to whatever number that you typed in. So this is what we will be learning today. And without further ado, let's get to it. So I will open my text editor, which is Sublime Text Editor, and you can use any text editor that you want. So I'll change the size of my browser. So we now have our text editor and the browser side by side. I will save this blank file as, and I will call it prefix.html, and I'm saving this file on my desktop. We have a folder called projects, and I have created another folder called prefix or dollar symbol. So if I save it, I will minimize the text editor, and this is the HTML document that we have just created. So if I double click on it, we have a blank HTML document with nothing in it. So let's go back to the text editor, and I will say HTML, and I will press tab, and I have created a basic HTML structure, an opening head tag and a closing head tag, and an opening body tag and a closing body tag. So within this body, I will create a span element, and I will say type in a number. So if I save it and refresh it, we have this message that says type in a number. I will also create an input field, and I will remove everything just in order to keep the things very simple for beginners. This is for beginners. If I save it and refresh it, we also have an input field next to the text. So I need to target this input element with the help of JavaScript. So I will give it an ID, and I will say input field. So this input field now has an ID that is called and that is input field. So now I can create my JavaScript. So I'll create a script tags. I will remove this. So we have an opening script tag and a closing script tag, and within these two tags I will say document dot get element by ID. I'm using this method to target an element with the help of ID, and I want to target this element that has an ID of input field. So I will copy this and I will paste it here. I will save this element in a variable called num, for example. Okay, so I've created a variable and I've saved this input field that has an ID of input field in this variable. Next, I want to add an event listener to this input field. So I'll use this variable that I have just created, which is num, and I will say add event listener, and I want to listen to any key press event. And when a key is pressed, I want to create an anonymous function, and I will pass in this e as an argument, an opening curly bracket and a closing curly bracket. And I want to say if e char code is equal to 13. Okay, so I'm saying if the key pressed is enter key. All right, so when a key is pressed and that key is an enter key, what happens then? Another opening and closing curly bracket, and I will say num dot value. Okay, so whatever the value has been typed in the input element, change this value is equal to sign, and then I will use a tick symbol. So tick symbol is located just above the tab key and on the left hand side of the number 1 key on your keyboard. So this looks like single quotation, but it is not single quotation. So these are tick symbols, and I will say dollar which is the dollar symbol that we want to represent in this input field. So if I save it now and refresh it, type in something, that thing is changed to a dollar symbol. But this is not what I want. So I want to be able to type in a number as well. So I will say dollar symbol one more time, which is part of the script, and I will create an opening curly bracket and a closing curly bracket. And within these curly brackets, I can pass in this value, num dot value. So value is something that is typed in by the user. So if I save it now and refresh it, type in a number, we have this dollar symbol appended to whatever number that has been typed in. I can also use a symbol as a suffix, for example. So I will remove this and say, for example, I want to type in a percentage symbol. Okay, so whatever number that has been typed in is actually a percentage. So if I say 20, I have this percentage symbol visible as a suffix in front of this number. I can also say, for example, centimeters. So if I save it and refresh it and type in a number, I have this centimeter text as the suffix. So this is how you append a dollar symbol or a percentage symbol or any text within an input field. And that's it for today. Thank you very much, and I hope you learned something. I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you. Bye.